I guess it's an honor to be picked first in a challenge I think that you embrace. Tell me a little bit about being number one in the league preseason.
Again, like I touched in the introductory press conference, the biggest thing we're happy about is that people are saying, "Hey, good job for last season. Great job on everything you guys accomplished last year." So when you have that, that just means there's a mutual respect among the other coaches in the league. As far as what it does to help us win, I wish it would psych everyone out that we played, but that's probably not going to happen. It's probably just going to make that bullseye that was already on our back a little larger. So the biggest thing we have to do as coaches, we have to find a way to make this something where we don't become complacent and we become aware of what's going on, aware of how much more difficult it is to repeat, how much harder it is to beat these teams year in and year out. So hopefully I can do that as a head coach. I know that's the biggest challenge I'm going to have, because anytime you win, complacency does one of two things. You either just roll with it and look back on your past laurels, or you embrace it and say, I want more of that success. So hopefully we're the latter. Hopefully we're a group that takes that latter success and runs with it.
When you have so many weapons coming back on offense and scored over 40 points, how much better can that group get? What are your expectations? Are your expectations for them to be that good or even better?
Well, I would hope we're even better. That's always the expectation, and we should be. Calvin Jones is a year older. T.J. Smith's a year older. Brian Novak, who was throwing to those guys, is a year older. Jermil Dowse, Ryan Stewart. On and on. The skill we talked about. All those guys are back. They're a year older. If we've done our jobs as coaches, and if they've done their jobs as players, they should have improved. Hopefully, we as coaches put those guys in the right positions to make plays. But I'm anticipating us to be better. Offensive line-wise, we've got to be just as good or better than what we were last year, because that's the spots we lost. And those will probably be the biggest offensive question marks moving forward.
You talked a little bit about the defensive line, having to replace some of those parts. How much does that impact the rest of your team?
Yeah, it's kind of going to the biggest way I look at it is, does your offense mirror your defense? And I know 2-3 years ago, Concord offense was a ball control, pound it out, play the clock, and then play a bend but don't break defense. Last year, we felt like we were going to score. We knew we were going to score, so we became more of an aggressive type defense that wanted to create turnovers. We were fine with giving up yards here and there, but we wanted to almost make it like a full court press. So I think more so philosophy, we've just got to find a way offensively. This is how we're going to play, so defensively we need to play the same way. That way our team looks like a team and not just offense and defense. And it took about game 4 for that to happen. And then naturally the defensive line is part of that. The defensive line has to step up. They have to be the front line of defense that's going to make things go. And if we're a more athletic, quicker defense up front, then maybe we can be a more blitzing attacking style. If we're bigger, then maybe we have to adjust our goals or the way we play. So I think the talent's there, but again, like I said, other than Urban Moore, who's got one of those guys back, it's pretty unproven. So hopefully moving forward we can be just as effective.
Special teams unit a big part last year. A&D, the return game, all of the blocks. How does that unit get better from last year to this year?
Well, the block kicks, I'm not sure how we can improve on that. That was a crazy number we had last year, especially with the block field goals. I do think our return game is going to be better. And I know we had an excellent return game last year with Jermil Dowse and some of those guys returned, but I think the way we're coaching, I think some technique stuff we've done to really put a Jermil Dowse in a better situation to run. Last year we were just saying, hey, catch the ball and do what God gave you to do. And now we're like, hey, we've got a weapon. Let's find a way to coach that a little better, to isolate that skill and that drill, and hopefully we can spring him for some more big plays, because he's very, very explosive when he gets the ball in his hands. Keep going.
As a program, you guys are going to be showcased around this stage, and then for ESP and free and stuff like that. So how does that help the program overall?
Well, I think it helps the program, and I think it helps the Mountain East Conference. It makes, anytime you're the first one to really do something, it makes that road a little easier for the next teams coming along. So hopefully it helps Concord next year. Hopefully we benefit from it, and it makes our path easier if we were to repeat and do the same type of things. But regardless, it's going to make the Shepherds of the world and the Charlestons of the world and the West Liberties of the world, it's going to make their path easier if they're the ones that's fortunate enough to go down a similar path we did last season. All right, thank you.